We're off for another cafe. I woke up with the worst fucking headache, as always. But we're gonna go to a place called St. Alley. Looks really lush. Looks super lush. And just have a chill Good Friday. I love that place. That place was awesome. I hadn't been before, so I messaged my sister while I was in there and was like, when you're down, I'm bringing you here. I love it here. Everyone was so friendly. The vibe was super chill. Like where I got sat, which was the back, so like behind the bar, was super chill, but it was like you were closed off enough that it didn't feel overwhelming, but you still had that atmosphere and like the sounds of being in a coffee shop, and it was so lovely. I just like sat there reading my Kindle for a while. It was great. And then I had a look at some of their merch, and I've been eyeing off this jug for like before I even lived down here in Melbourne. I used to go on their website and like look at their coffee and their merch, and like it's just everything is so sick. But I got this. It's milk glass, Japanese milk glass. It's all handmade, so it's like, isn't that sick? I just love that. And all the people that worked there were so nice. So nice. I'd live there because they've got snacks, they've got good coffee, good vibes. Loved. Terrible lighting, but we'll be heading out to a comedy festival tonight with one of my girlfriends from Wollongong. We actually used to be next door neighbours, and I love her. So my hair is filthy. I've got a hair appointment tomorrow for my roots, but it needs to be dirty because of the bleach. But then what I've been doing when I like do a slick back is getting like a leave-in treatment conditioner stuff, saturating my hair with it so it slicks it down, but it also has like benefits and it's not putting just like product in it. Also, look what, hell yeah, baby, because we've got 2 shows in 2 separate venues, so that should be so much fun. My DD is going to be here soon, I'm pretty sure. So good morning. We're parked, ready to go to our hair appointment. My hair is filthy. I sound dusty because I am. God, I love an amaretto sour. They're so good, but they're like dangerously good where you can just like drink them all. And then you're like, well, watching a comedy set. I go get a coffee, pastry. If they have hash browns, that would be god tier for me right now. And then get these roots fixed, have it sorted. Still got about 20 minutes till my appointment, so that should be ample enough time for me. Last night was fab. The first set was like a lot more serious and like the jokes were a lot more like nuanced and niche. And then the 5 acts that we saw for the second show, so we had one show, had a bit of time to kill, so we went for some drinkies. And then the second show that we saw was like a best of 5, something like that. Anyway, it was $25, super cheap, but they had like 5 back-to-back acts and they were also pretty good. There was like definitely some favorites that I had. They weren't all like on the same level in my opinion, but a lot of them were great, loved. So yeah, that was great. I cannot wait to get these roots sorted, but off we go. Ta-ta.
Welcome back. We are home. I had a nice little walk after Hot Pot. It was so nice to see Teeny and Jonah. I haven't seen them in so long, but they were down for this Easter weekend, and we were lucky enough that the International Comedy Festival, has been on, and this was the last week, I believe. So we've had our hair done, nice fresh roots, some layers back in, curtain bangs recut. I'm bald. So much hair has been chopped, was required, I suppose. No, it was required. I did actually ask for it. But yeah, I just had like a nice little toddle home. I did like an evening stroll through a little bit of the park just outside the city, which was really, really peaceful. And then I saw the National Gallery of Victoria, and there is a exhibit on at the moment. Yet soon something. The lady that does the pumpkin and the dots. I've actually seen her exhibit before in Canberra a few years ago. But this installation seems way larger than the one that I saw. And so I was hoping like maybe get like a spontaneous late night ticket to go see the exhibit. No dice, sold out. So yeah, I have an Easter lunch tomorrow. I've been delegated salad duty by actually, because I'm a massive planner, massive list girly. I decided my lists. I think I'm going to do a creamed spinach. I've never had it before, but I feel like it would be a really nice. I feel like it would be a really nice light, creamy side. I did message D to be like, I'm also bringing dinner rolls, just because I feel like if I'm invited somewhere, like I'm a more is more person. I'm not going to show up A, empty handed, or B, if you're like D was like, bring a salad. I have planned to bring two salads, one side, and dinner rolls. I love it. I love to do it. I love to give. D and Mui are doing like a lamb. So they're doing lamb and veggies. So I figured this will be like nice little balance. And apparently it's meant to be really nice. Never had it before, so fingers crossed it's actually delicious. So I'm going to do a creamed spinach, and then I also want to do a pomegranate salad. So I think that one's going to be spinach, pomegranate, arils, tomato, cucumber, spring onion, and other stuff. Like other salady bits, but I'll probably film while I make it tomorrow. And then a masaluka salad. It's basically just a Greek lettuce salad. It's not your quintessential Greek olive, feta, tomato salad. It's lettuce, lemon juice, spring onion, feta, dill, salt, and olive oil. It's really light, but it's gorgeous. It's the base of my fixation salad that I love to eat all the time. So that.
This morning's been a productive one. I've just gotten in from Bunnings because I never ended up repotting my plants. So we're going to do that now. My only concern is that I've seen some storm clouds rolling in. So I went to Bunnings to get like a tarp and some stuff just to make sure I'm not making a mess. So I'll go sort that out now, hopefully beat the rains. And then we can carry on with our little errands. Still got to take the sheets down to be dried and make the bed for the week. But otherwise, I think we're on good track for the day. We've made good time. Yeah, it's a little before 4 p.m. I've got 15 minutes left on the sheets, and then I can go home and make the bed, maybe just read for an hour or so. I took a little toddle down the main street just to I don't know, spend some time outside while it was sunny and in the afternoon sunshine, which was really nice. And I kept thinking, what do I want for dinner? And I don't know. I'm not actually sure. So I popped into Coles just to suss if anything picked my fancy, but I was also I have so much food at home that I could eat. And through the week, this week, I really wanted to get a cheese, little Macca's cheeseburger. And I've also been craving hash browns. Oh, that's what I should have bought. I didn't get them, but I should have bought some hash browns from Coles just now. That's not what I bought, but what I did buy is, I already opened it to eat one, is these new Uncle Toby's bars, Uncle Toby's Crunch, and then I also picked up the Uncle Toby's Golden Ruff. Good Lord. So I hope this one's good. This one was a cross between old school LCM and Milo bar. It was pretty good. and it'll be like good little like the calories on them aren't like, I think it's like 100 calories for a bar, but like I would have one of those for a snack in the morning / afternoon, and like that would satiate like a sweet craving or something, or like a snacky. I always feel snacky. This weekend's been a lot. Yeah. So the Friday had was Good Friday, and I went to St. Alley, and sorry, I'm just watching this one car that's nearly been in like 4 accidents because it's not paying attention to other drivers. Yeah, so Good Friday, went to St. Alley, that was really nice, and then came home, did some houseworky stuff, then met Tony and Jonah for the 2 comedy shows, which was great. I actually had filmed like not a review, but like I guess it was a review, just like a summary of the night the morning after, but had misspoken and called, what did I call them? Their name is Scout Boxall. They go by them, they. But in the previous video that I like cut all the, like I omitted, I'm going to omit it from this video. I'm going to, Scout Boxall was the comedian, and I kept referring to them as she, and I think I also referred to them as Scott or something, because when I watched it back I was like, that's not their name. Anyway, so I wasn't going to include that because I had misgendered and also given the wrong flippin' name. But yeah, their show was really great, really nuanced, really niche. A few things that like hilarious, other things that were a bit outside my realm, or like I didn't even understand. But I feel like from the crowd's reaction and just the way that they put on a show, like I still enjoyed it. And then yeah, the comedians at the Toff were also really good. I really liked those like 5-10 minute sets of, like, of a comedian, and they're just like one after the other, because you don't like, over the 2 days there was a couple of comedians that we'd seen that I was like, that's not like, it wasn't funny. But their set is so short that it doesn't drag, so even if you don't find them funny, like it's over in 5 minutes. So yeah, the Friday night was great. The Saturday was up for my hair appointment, then had to continue running some errands just because as an adult it doesn't stop. And then met Tony and Jonah for another comedy show, and then we did the hot pot, which was great. And then so in one of the previous videos, because I've started editing the vlog that you're watching, and there's some stuff that I know I'm keeping in it and some stuff that I'm not, but I had mentioned like, oh, I might get a ticket for the 10:30 session of this exhibit. I actually went to buy the tickets last night and they were sold out. So won't be going, but I did, that night that I popped in, I did see some of the installations that they had on display for free, which was nice. I feel like the other stuff that this artist has done that is behind the scenes, it appears to be like quite immersive, and I regret not having gotten tickets from the time that exhibit was on, because I feel like it would have been a really good one. But yeah, so that was the sad day. Yesterday was a blur, but it was really it was such a nice little orphan Easter. There was myself and 3 other couples. Not that the dynamic felt like, I don't know, like I feel like some people get really hung up on being like the third wheel or whatever, but like I don't look at anything like that. Like I don't really care. As long as everyone is like welcoming and friendly and stuff, there should be no need that you would feel left out. And if you do, maybe you need to reassess why and have a conversation with someone about it. Bit of tough love. Anyway, so yeah, that was really nice. All the food was incredible. There was a lamb, harissa chickpeas with roast carrots, and then on the side was a whipped feta and yogurt like side for it to balance out the spice. And I don't tolerate spice, but I really enjoyed those. I thought it was really great. So yeah, the lamb, roast carrots, my creamed spinach. I did a pomegranate Persian salad, pomegranate Persian salad. So that had cucumber, cherry tomato, red onion, mint, parsley, and then that was it actually for the actual ingredients of the salad. And then the dressing was like a pomegranate molasses with honey, lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper. And I also think that's, and garlic. So that was a really nice fresh salad. I'd specifically looked up sides that would complement lamb. Like I didn't want to be bringing sides if you meant to pair them with chicken or beef or whatever. Excuse me. So yeah, I had those 2, and then I also did a Greek lettuce salad, which I've already discussed. Feta, lettuce, lemon juice, spring onion, slivered almonds, and dinner rolls. The charcuterie board that Alex and Stacey did was fab. The truffle manchego was my fave. They also had like raw honey, like where it has like the honeycomby bits. Delish. Had that on some baguette French roll bread. And Alex did a whipped goat's cheese, which was, I loved it. Sometimes I find goat's cheese a little bit, like it's quite potent and strong, so I don't have a lot of it, but I was loving that whipped goat's cheese that he did with like a little bit of pesto on bread. Fab. Just gorgeous. And then the cake, I forgot to ask Alex and Kirby which bakery they went to, because apparently they had they went to some specialty bakery in Fitzroy, which is out whoop whoop. And it was really nice, and I had another little sliver of it today. But yeah, and then just some nice drinks. When we left, I'd said to Stacey, like, oh, I can't. Yeah, when we left, I dropped Stacey and Alex home because I was fine to drive, but I'd said something and Stacey was like, I'm tanked. And honestly, what do you want? So yeah, that was really great. And then today I had a bit of a sleep in, and then did some more housework. Did the Bunnings, finally did the pots. One of the transplant / repots I'm not actually confident in. It's I believe it's a peace lily, but it's a really big one. And when I have spoken to the people at the nursery, they do agree, like, those plants are so dramatic. Like the guy had said when I'd gone in to initially buy it last year, sorry, I can just see hair. Nope, it's just shadow. The guy from the nursery last year when I went to buy it had said, like, they're quite dramatic. You'll start to notice when it needs a drink because its leaves will, and he did like this action, like to flop. So whenever it starts to just like droop, I just give it a drink. But then, yeah, it just got to the point where I was like, it doesn't seem, something's not right here. And obviously from the clips you would have seen, like all of them needed repotting, especially that peace lily. That was, I can't believe how root bound that plant was. Anyway, so it was really floppy this morning because it needed a drink, or was just because of the root boundness. But I was like, I'll hold off watering it because I don't want to water it and then repot it and then water it again. So when I repotted it, gave them all like a really big drink, and usually it bounces back really quickly, but it's been about 2 hours, and when I left to bring the sheets down, it was still looking quite floppy. So we will see. I believe my laundry should be done soon. I've set a timer, it's not going off yet, but from the timer of how long I've been talking, it should be like another couple of minutes. So yeah, I actually do think I will have a bath. I still need to vacuum when I get home, but I'm sleepy. Yeah, so I think when I get home I might change, I'll put the sheets on so that that's just done. Do a quick vacuum, and then suss where we're feeling for dinner, or what we're feeling for dinner. If I look tired, it's because I am.